Hello, everybody. Let's test the audio, so please tell me in the chat if you can hear me and if you can hear this background music from the OpenAI stream. So just give me like a yes or thumbs up in the chat to make sure that you can hear me. Tell me in the chat if you can hear me and if you can hear Okay, I have my full setup. I have my laptop here so I can chat with you. I have the stream here in front of me in full, and I can see the OBS and some other stuff in a tiny monitor here. So thank you, Juicy. Juicy, is that right pronunciation for a name? Thank you. Good to see you from Helsinki. Hello, Helsinki. Whoever else is here, tell me know where you're from. I'm from Hungary. I'm streaming from Budapest right now. It's 7 p.m. here. I'm glad that OpenAI decided to choose an early morning for US time zones, so we don't have to stay up until like midnight to make sure we can watch it. So that's amazing. It's 59. I'm very excited.
Hello, and welcome to day 3. This is a launch we've been excited for a long time. We're going to launch Sora, our video product. And we'll talk a lot about why this is so important and so exciting, but first, it's so cool, we just want to show it to you. So we'll look here at a little bit of what the Sora product looks like. This is the feed. You can see videos that users have been generating. And we'll talk much more about this later, but just couldn't wait to show you a little bit. So video is important to OpenAI for a lot of reasons, but I'll talk about 3 here. One, we love to make tools for creatives. It's important to our culture. It's important to how we hope humans will use AI. And this is one in particular where there's a new kind of co-creative dynamic that we're seeing emerge between early testers that we think points to something interesting about AI creative tools and how people will use them. Second, we don't want the world to just be text. If the AI systems are primarily you interact with by text, I think we're missing something important. We want our AIs to be able to understand video and generate video, and I think it really will deeply change the way that we use computers. And third, this is critical to our AGI roadmap. Video will be an important environment where we're going to learn, or the AI is going to learn a lot about how to do things that we need in the world. So I'm going to hand this over now to Aditya, who leads Sora, and Bill, who leads Sora Research. They're going to tell you a little bit about what went into this, and then after that, we will have the product team come up.
Thanks, Sam. Guys, today is finally the day that Sora will be available. We're launching Sora both in the United States as well as most countries internationally later today. You can access the model at Sora.com. This is a completely new product experience from OpenAI, built for the ground up for video generation. The best part is that if you have a ChatGPT Plus or Pro account, that's all you need to get started. You don't have to pay extra for Sora. We're including it in the accounts you already have. To do a deployment this broad, the Sora research team had to do a ton of work finding ways to make the February model we previewed way faster and cheaper. They really delivered, and today we're launching Sora Turbo. This is a new high-end accelerated version of that original Sora model, and it has all the capabilities that we talked about in our tech report on world simulation earlier this year. This includes things like generating videos from text, animating images, and a ton of video-to-video features, like remixing into new styles, extending forwards and backwards in time, etc. Some other folks are going to show you this in just a few minutes. As Sam alluded to, we started the Sora project at OpenAI to build AI systems that really deeply understand the world and its physics. We're really just getting started here. This early version of Sora will make mistakes. It's not perfect, but it's already at the point where we think it's going to be really useful for augmenting human creativity, and we can't wait to see what the world is going to make with Sora starting later today. Aditya?
Hi, I'm Aditya. I'm really excited for this release. OpenAI has had a multi-year-long history of training state-of-the-art models that have pushed the boundaries of what's possible to do with visual generation. However, we feel like for further advances in visual generation, we need breakthroughs both in machine learning and in human-computer interface design. So it's for that reason that I'm really proud of the product that we've built, and I'd like to hand things over to Rohan and Joey, who can tell you more about it.
Hey, Rohan. Hey, Joey.
Hey, what's
All
up,
right.
Sam?
I'm excited to show this product off. Go ahead.
Let's do it. I'm Rohan. I lead our Sora product team.
And I'm Joey. I'm the product designer on Sora.
All right, Joey, get us started.
All right. I'll kick it off by talking a little bit more about Explore. Explore is the place for inspiration. It's a feed of videos shared by the community where everyone can come together and explore the capabilities of this powerful new model. And we know that these models, especially the first time you use them, it can be hard to understand just everything that you can do with them. So creating a space where people can come together, learn, share techniques, share methods, felt really exciting, but also really important to us. And so you can see just scrolling through here, you can be inspired by all of these amazing videos. And I saw one up here. If you see one that's particularly interesting to you, you can click into it and view it in a lightbox. And at the bottom of this lightbox, it'll show you the exact method that was used to create this video. Whether it's simple text prompt, an image extension, video extension, or one of our other more powerful creative tools, you can take this methodology and learn how to incorporate it into your own creative workflow. So without further ado, I'll kick it back to Rohan to do our first generation.
All right, let's head to our library. You can think about this as your home base in Sora, where you can view all your generations. You can slice the view here a couple different ways: a grid view, a list view. You can create folders, you can favorite things, look at bookmarks from the feed. All minor organizational touches, but show that we really care about empowering storytelling and real use of this product. All right, down here you'll see our simple composer. Here you can create a video by simply describing it with text or uploading an image. Sam, you got an idea for us?
How about some woolly mammoths walking in the desert?
All right, woolly mammoths walking through the desert. Love it. Let's say woolly mammoths walking through a desert landscape. Let's maybe make it a wide shot. Cool. And before we fire this off, I want to touch on some of the options you'll see down here. Aspect ratio. So Sora can generate from horizontal aspect ratios to square to vertical. It can generate in resolutions from 480p up to 1080p. It can generate from 5 seconds up to 20-second videos. And you can also generate multiple variations at once. So you might not know exactly what you want out of this description, and Sora might take in a couple different directions. Variations let you see a couple of options. We'll do a 4-video variation here. And last but not least, there's presets. Sometimes you might find an aesthetic or style that you really love, and you want to capture that in a reusable component and apply it to a ton of generations. You can do that. You can create your own. We have a couple defaults here: stop motion, balloon world. That's a crazy one. Highly recommend it. But let's fire off this gen. And then I'm going to hand it back to Joey to talk about Storyboard, another really awesome feature we have.
Awesome. Thank you, Rohan. So Rohan just showed how you can take a general idea and send it to Sora and have it create an entire set of beautiful videos. But today we're excited to talk about an entirely new creative tool that we're introducing, a more advanced tool that's still very early, but something we're calling Storyboard, that lets you direct a video with multiple actions across a sequence using a familiar timeline. So I'll click in right here, and I'll tell you a little bit about Storyboard. At the top of the screen, you see the Storyboard cards. This is where you'll describe the environment, the characters, and the actions you want to occur at a particular point in your video. Below that is the timeline. You can see the outline of my entire clip, and this is where I'll sequence the actions in my video. And then below that is the creation settings that Rohan just went over. So I'll pop back up to the storyboard, and I'll set my first storyboard card in the scene. So I'll say, a beautiful white crane stands in a creek. Let's give it a yellow tail. Stands in a creek. So here, I can write as little or as much as I want. And the less I write, the more Sora will fill in the details. And the more I write, the more Sora will try to adhere to my direction. So in this video, I want this crane to be standing at the beginning and then dip its head in the water and pick out a fish. So I'll come down to my timeline, and I can click anywhere within the outline of my clip to add an additional card and give Sora those actions. So I'll come up here and I'll say, the crane dips its head into the water and pulls out a fish. So looking back at my timeline, I can now see at the start of my timeline, I've set the scene, and then at 5 seconds, the crane will dip its head into the water. And you'll notice that there's space between these two cards within the outline of my clip. That space is important for Sora to connect this first set of actions with the second set of actions. I can always adjust where I want these actions to occur, but giving Sora adequate time to connect these ideas is really important if you want a continuous shot. You can also have it make cinematic cuts by moving them closer, or move them further away and let Sora do even more filling in of the details. So I'll move this back to 5 seconds, and I'll fire it off. And we can review this in a minute, but there's one more storyboard feature I want to show that's really, really cool. And that's using image to create video. So in this first storyboard card, I'll go ahead and upload an image that I have on my desktop. This image is of a lighthouse. And you can see that Sora automatically put that first image into the first card. And then it created an entirely new card. And this is a continuation caption. Sora has looked at that image, and it has added an additional, and understanding the movement that we might want to make with this image, and it has filled out a caption to continue, or to turn this image into a beautiful video. So much like with the text, I can come up here and edit anything in this card. I can adjust its position. But for now, we'll fire this off and we can see how it looks. So I'm going to kick it back to Rohan to review some of these videos that we made.
Let's do it. Let's see. Let's check out those woolly mammoths. Let's see what we got here.
Amazing.
Pretty good. Pretty good. So here we can hover over our, our variations of this generation, kind of get a feel for which one we might like best, and then we can continue to refine this with Sora. So I think I like maybe top right.
Me too.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at the top right. Now, this is cool, but now that I'm seeing the scene, I think it would be cooler if these woolly mammoths were robots. What do you guys think?
Great.
All right. Let's do it. So remix lets you just describe changes to the video, and Sora will do the rest. So I'm going to click Remix here and simply say, replace the woolly mammoths with robots. You'll see a couple familiar options here. You can create multiple variations. You can change the resolution. You can also tell Sora the strength of the remix you want. So if you want a big change in the scene, this is probably a significant change, we'll tell Sora, hey, give us a strong remix. If it's something subtle, like say you just wanted a little bit more wind in this background of the scene or more sand kicking up, you could go with a mild or subtle remix. For now, we'll kick off a strong remix. All right, should we take a look at your storyboard, Jens?
Let's see how the cranes came out.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So here, let's pop into one of these and we can see. All right, so we see about halfway through, my crane is dipping its head into the water. You can see if it grabs a fish. Oh, looks like it missed on that one. You can review another one of these too. But you see that Sora has taken my direction, and it's done a pretty good job at understanding exactly where it wants to go. And both of these cranes, they may have missed the fish.
It got a little fish, that one.
Yeah, I got a little fish. But this is, again, something I want to point out, which half of the story with Sora is taking a video, editing it, and building on top of it. So the beginning of this video, right when the crane's head splashes in, I love this part. So I'm going to go ahead and use another editing tool here called Recut that allows me to take my video, trim it down, and extend it in a storyboard with even more direction. So clicking Recut has taken me into a new storyboard, and Sora has imported this video of the crane, and now I can see on the timeline my video here. I can scrub through it to review it, and I can also trim my video. So I think I like, actually I'm going to take this first few seconds right until its head splashes into the water. I like that. And so much like in the other storyboard examples, any area that I leave empty here, Sora will seamlessly continue from whatever storyboard card I have in there. So if I want an entirely new ending, I can leave the end blank, and I can go ahead and hit create. If I want an entirely new beginning, let's say I wanted this at the end of my scene, I can leave this here, and maybe the camera will stay on the crane for a little bit more in the beginning. I can also move it into the middle and generate entirely new endings and beginnings for all of my videos. And much like the rest of the storyboard, I can always click to add more cards and give it more a direction. So let's generate a new ending to this video, and we can see how it turns out.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks, Joey. While that's going, let's see if we got some robots. Oh my God, we did.
Amazing.
All right. We'll see that Sora here.
Oh, these are sort of like woolly mammoth-ish robots.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. So yeah.
That one walks like amazing, actually.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. It's amazing. So Sora took our prompt of replacing the woolly mammoths with robots.
Oh my
and
God,
did
this
just
is
that.
crazy.
We click in, we can see the original one here. This is a strong remix, and we replaced the woolly mammoths with robots. Pretty awesome. Let's take a look at a couple of other features. Actually, quickly, let's look at your image to video generations here, Joey. Pretty cool. Some nice ambiance with this lighthouse.
That top right one's pretty nice.
Yeah, you get a couple different shots here with different sort of camera motion. And as you can see, you might not know exactly what you want. You could throw an image in there and see what Sora does. Kind of like this bottom right one rather. I think it would be cool as a loop. So one of our awesome features is, if you really like a generation, you can tell Sora, hey, I want this to endlessly repeat because it's so beautiful. And you can do just that with loop. So if you click into loop, you can tell Sora, where do you want the start of this loop to be? Where do you want the end of it to be? And Sora will fill in the gaps to create this sort of seamless, repeated scene. You have a couple options here. Sora can add fewer frames if the beginning and the end are already pretty similar, or you can tell it to add lots of frames to try to connect maybe two more disparate beginning and endings. But Sora will do the heavy lifting. It's a really, really awesome feature. A lot of the artists in our alpha really love loop. Cool. Last but not least, I just want to quickly touch on another feature, blend. So you can think about blend as giving Sora two scenes, and Sora will create a net new scene that is a cohesive version of both of those. It's almost like smashing two videos together in another dimension and then bring it back to this one. I'd never seen anything like it until I used blend with our model. So if you click into blend, you can choose another video from your library. We could blend the robots with the woolly mammoths. That could be a cool one. And there's a couple options here. I won't go into a ton of detail right now, but long story short, you can kind of dictate to Sora how you would like it to sort of blend these two scenes together. Some really awesome advanced features for our heavy users and power users trying to make a lot of awesome creations.
Can we do that one?
Yeah, we can run this one for sure. I think, transition blend is probably a good one for the woolly mammoths and the robots. Let's run it.
All right.
Awesome. Cool. So to wrap it all up, I'm going to come back to the featured feed. And you'll remember Joey was scrolling through these videos earlier. You might have seen at the bottom, storyboard. Now you know what that is. You can kind of uncover each of these generations in the feed and see how they're created. I love the feed because you can just find inspiration and then run your own remix of someone else's video.
In addition to the inspiration, I just find it so compelling to just watch. It's amazing what people are doing.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it really is wild. And that's Sora. That's kind of the end-to-end product. We're really excited to see what you create and add more features here and do something amazing, do more amazing things with Sora. But Sam, you want to tell us about availability?
Yeah, so this is going live today in most of the world, except most of Europe and the UK will be a while. We're going to try our hardest to be able to launch there, but we don't have any timing to share yet, and there are some other countries that we're not able to operate in. If you have an OpenAI Plus subscription, you get 50 generations a month. If you have an OpenAI Pro, you get unlimited generations in our sort of slow queue mode, and 500 normal, faster generations. You can also get fewer generations at higher resolution. So, and anybody with any account can just enjoy the feed. We're really excited to see what you all will create. We're really excited to see kind of all of the new ways that this sort of new kind of entertainment and tool will be used. You all did incredible work on this. I'm super proud of the team. I love the product. Any closing thoughts?
Joey and I are just representatives of an amazing team here. I just want to shout out the research team that built this incredible model and got it to a place where we could actually serve it to the world. And our product team is a group of like 5 or 6 product engineers that build this entire product in a matter of months. And obviously a village at OpenAI to support us to get to this point. And quickly on just kind of abuse prevention and safety, that's something obviously is in our DNA at OpenAI and we really care about. We obviously have a big target on our back as OpenAI, so we want to prevent illegal activity of Sora, but we also want to balance that with creative expression. We know that's something that will be an ongoing challenge. We might not get it perfect on day one. We're starting a little conservative, and so if our moderation doesn't quite get it right, just give us that feedback. We'll be iterating. Yeah, really, really, really excited to see what you create. Joey, any other final thoughts?
Yeah, I think maybe my final thought is, I think if you come into Sora with the expectation that you'll just be able to click a button and generate a feature film, I think you're coming in with the wrong expectation. Sora is a tool. It allows you to be multiple places at once, try multiple ideas at once, try things that are entirely impossible before. But really, we think it's something that's super, super special and an extension of the creator who's behind it. And so we can't wait to see what you create, and we'll be watching in the feed.
Yeah, to come back to the GPT-1 analogy, it's early. Like, it's going to get a lot better. So, but we've always been surprised when we put things out, even in an early state, that people are able to get amazing performance and real value out of them. And yeah, we can't wait to see what you do in the feed later today. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so this is amazing news. Let me just pause the stream, and we can just scroll back a little bit, rewatch some parts. So the reason I had my my hands covering my face is because I live in Europe, so that means I'm probably not gonna be able to give this one a try. I'll look at forums and see what kind of workarounds people might have, but it seems like that now in my ChatGPT Pro account, it's based on where the account is, like the billing address or something like that. That's probably how they check it. So if I can bypass it with like a US VPN, I'll give that a try. But I think it's more deeply rooted than that. So we'll see. In the meanwhile, it's good to go through a couple of things that they talked about. So I just want to highlight a couple of things here, and then we can have like a little conversation about it. And I'm gonna keep checking if it's available. So yeah, first of all, I want to show you guys this feed, right? So this is really like Midjourney like, where you can just see whatever other people are creating, and then you can just open it and see the prompt. So let me show. Let's go back here when they were like showing it.
It can be hard to understand just everything that you can do with them. So
there's like so much.
So creating a space.
And what I really like about this is as they say, this is to help you to create new things that would probably be impossible to film. So, fiction, fantasy, that kind of stuff, like surreal things.
Space where people can come together, learn, share techniques, share methods, create this video.
Right. So when you click on one of the videos, it says, what's the prompt? So movie trailer of an astronaut exploring a hostile terrain on a newly discovered planet cinematic. And so that's really cool. The storyboard feature I actually really like. Let's go back to that. Oh no, let's talk about these kinds of things.
You can think about this as your home base different ways, favorite things, look at bookmarks from the feed.
Like kind
all
of
minor organizational touches, but show that we really care about empowering
settings you
storytelling and real use of this product. All right, down here you'll see our simple composer. Here you can create a video by simply describing it with text or uploading an image. Sam, you got an idea for us?
Oh, I see 23 people watching now. So welcome everybody. Feel free to comment in the chat where you're from and what you think about Sora being announced right now. And it's available later today. So pretty traditional prompting window where you can just enter whatever you want to see. So nothing really special there.
Before we fire this off, I want to touch on some of the options you'll see down here. Aspect ratio. So Sora can generate from horizontal aspect ratios to square to vertical. Can generate in resolutions from 480p up to 1080p. Can generate from 5 seconds up to 20-second videos.
Oh, and you can also looking at Tom's comment. So yeah, a market for being able to prompt shots and then sell them. I mean, yeah, you could, that could be an arbitrage where you could have, like the unlimited plan, and then people might pay you like, $50 or something, or $1 per video if they don't have, if they are either live in Europe like me, so they like do not have access to this, or if they have if they just want like videos, maybe they hit the rate limit or something like that. I think the value comes more of like being able to put like a whole story together. So you have an idea and it comes to life a lot faster.
Generate multiple variations at once.
Okay, so let's see these functions. So aspect ratio, I think this is amazing for 16:9, 1:1, and a 9:16. 9:16 is especially good for social media video. So TikToks, Reels, YouTube Shorts. Video is going really well right now across the board. Like the CEO of Instagram said that it's not that the algorithm features video or favors videos, it's actually the people who favor videos. It's people favor just moving images a lot more than just still images. So I think being able to set it to 9:16 by default and not having to like crop things, that's really good. That's a really good start. I really like that.
Cool. Can generate in resolutions from 4.
So then we have resolutions from 480, 720, and 1080. And yeah, I agree with you, Tom, that large resolutions would be helpful. So I think a 4K is probably coming later. But there are like these tools that allow you to like slightly upscale some footage. So if you definitely like 4K, then you can definitely go there. I think the 480 is really good also for just like experimenting with different things and seeing how you can like kind of build the story. Also getting familiar with Sora on its own, so you develop an intuition for using this. I think it's very similar to how like you need roughly 10 hours of using ChatGPT to be a really good be a master of it. And for Sora, it's probably going to be roughly the same. So you just need to go there and just send a couple, prompts, and then you will get back some really good video. And you will develop your intuition for doing that.
480p up to 1080p. Can generate from 5 seconds up.
So 5 seconds to 20 seconds. I'm very curious on how the 20 seconds might start, to move things around and start to develop the story on its own. Because so far video generators were like, even for 5 to 10 second videos, they would just kind of like keep the same scene. So they would not switch to a new scene or a new action. And I think that's what kind of separates these things, these video editing or like video generative tools, that you have to just kind of be there and write the prompts one by one and let like you have to still develop the story. Whereas maybe with the 20 seconds, there might be the AI might just start to come up with new developments for the story, a new angle, a new color, new subject coming into play that you didn't even think about.
Up to 20-second videos. And you can also generate multiple variations at.
So for variations, I hope that it's gonna be like, if I don't exactly remember what Sam said with the 50 videos, but I hope then if I only use like one video instead of 4, I'm using like a quarter of the credits. So
once. So you might not know exactly what you want out of this description, and so a variation here. And last but not least, there's presets.
Oh,
sometimes
these presets.
You might find an aesthetic or style that you really.
I love these presets because many times, like I even experienced it myself. Like I have this idea of like some kind of image that I want out of like Midjourney or DALL-E, but I can't really put it into words on like what exactly the style is. So then I have to like open up Google or Pinterest or whatever and try to figure out what's the exact style is called that I'm like looking for. Now sometimes I spend like 5 to 10 minutes on just like finding the exact words for the style. So especially now, it's like if you are a videographer or a storyteller or a director, you have these words already in your mind, so you can create better stuff because you have better ideas and better skills and better taste to differentiate between a good and a bad generation. But I love how you can save your presets, and then with the manage you can also update them. So you can probably save your own presets I'm really curious about that, how that's going to
really
work.
love, and you want to capture that in a reusable component and apply it to a ton of generations. You can do that. You can create your own. We have a couple defaults here: stop motion, balloon world. That's a crazy one. Highly recommend it. But let's fire off this gen, and then I'm going to hand it back to Joe.
Rohan just showed that a tool board. At the top of the
So
screen,
storyboard, this is really cool for being able to generate like an up to 10-second story, but like being able to tell exactly what you want to happen during the story. So, you know, general rule of thumb in filmmaking is you need like a cut at every 2 to 3 seconds. So
you see the storyboard card.
I'm curious if you can put in like different scenes, because what I saw with this crane was that it was actually just the same crane, so that was not like a new scene or something. Let's go back. Where did they generate that? Oh, here. So then they have the image, and then from after 5 seconds they say the scene opens with a sweeping area view. So I want to see if for scene 2 we can also put in an image.
This image is of a lighthouse. And you can see that Sora automatically put that first image into the first card.
Okay, so for the second one, it does not allow you to actually put in an image to this. So again, this storyboard is more like directing the action within the scene instead of like creating new scenes, if I understand that correctly. It's still cool. And I think it's like in the future, they're going to be like, okay, you can put an image here and here as well. And then you can
here and edit anything in this card. I can adjust its position. But for now, we'll fire this off and we can see how it looks. So I'm going to kick it back to Rohan to review some of these videos that we made.
Let's do it. Let's see. Let's check out those woolly mammoths.
Okay. Guys, any questions so far? I see Stilly says, just joined. What is happening? Well, OpenAI just launched Sora, the video generative model that they dropped, I think earlier. Was it? Yeah, it was earlier this year. I don't even remember the month. And it just took the world by storm. It was actually pretty crazy. So they generated some mammoths.
Find this with Sora. So I think I like maybe top right.
Me too.
There is some kind of like interesting watermarking happening here. If you look at the bottom right corner of each generation.
Yeah, all right, let's take a look at the top right.
See, it seems like it has some kind of watermarking
this is cool,
here.
But now that I'm seeing the scene, I think it would be cooler if these woolly mammoths were robots.
Oh my god, it's just like
all right,
ChatGPT
let's do it. So remix.
I mean, I think it can be filled with like some, like you can remove that post. Steady, yeah, they said that it's gonna be included in the Plus plan with I think 50 generations a week, and on the Pro plan you will get like unlimited generations or something like that. We'll go back to Sam because at the end he explained it, and it's launching today in the US and across the world except EU, which is where I'm from and where I'm based in right now. So kind of a bummer, but let's see. Let's, you know, we just have to roll with it. Felina asks, video only or images also? I've been waiting for images to be able to generate off each other, like using the same characters for many images. Yes, you can have image to video here. So let me show you what they did here is, look, here it says describe the scene or add an image or video.
I'll go ahead
then
and
they click, they upload an
on
image of a lighthouse.
This image is.
And then a couple moments later, they had the video, this video of the lighthouse. Let me just scroll for it. Yeah, these videos. That's
Gen.
Oh.
And as you can see, you know, you might not know exactly what you want. You could throw an image in there and see what.
Oh, Camel, you already have it? So it's not available in HU yet. Okay. So I'm gonna figure out this VPN thing in a second. Let's just go through the features and then we'll kind of do some.
kind of like
we'll
this
take
top,
a little
this
break.
bottom
I'll
right
set up
one
my
rather.
VPN and then we can give it a try. So yeah, where were we? Here. So what they did, there's this other feature of being able to remix something. So in this case, they were using these mammoths and they said replace the woolly mammoths with robots. And then after a couple minutes, they had this video.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
These two videos of like the
so yeah,
That
robots
one walks
walking.
like amazing.
So that's actually pretty cool. And then go back here. So they created this crane, but it didn't quite catch the fish, which is that's the kind of like a curse of a live demo.
Look in my direction.
So
It's
when you
done
do
a
live
pretty
demo,
good job at
like the something
understanding
always
exactly
fails.
where it wants to go.
Right,
Oh.
so
And both of
didn't
these
quite-
cranes, they
quite
may have
catch
missed
the
Got a little fish, that one.
Yeah, I got a little fish. But this is again new storyboard.
but then what you can do is you can like put that image in or put that video into a storyboard and you can just remove like the back or the beginning of it and it's just gonna fill it out again.
And Sora has imported this video of generate entirely
So
new
you can just cut
endings
down
and
the
beginnings.
beginning.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Steely asks, what EU laws are limiting AI from reaching its full potential? I'm from the EU and can't even use Apple Intelligence or Sora anymore. Yeah, so it's the EU AI Act, and there's like EU has a lot of regulations. It's trying to keep the, people safe, and AI poses a lot of security risks. So that means that it's just they want to keep people safe. So not giving access and not being able to use this in the EU, they have to go through like a lot more regulations before they can launch the full product in the EU than anywhere else in the world. So we will have the Apple Intelligence and the, anything like Sora, but it's gonna take a while. And then we also have this loop feature where you have the video and then you can just loop through it. So that's also really cool. I wonder what like the output is, if it's just adds 60, so it just adds some seconds to it. So then it's gonna be an 8-second video and then you can just gotta duplicate it, I guess. Okay.
Model. So if you click in, yeah, we can run this one for sure. I think, yeah, transition blend is probably a good one for the
Transition.
woolly mammoths
Did
and
they
the
show
robots.
that?
Let's run it. All right, awesome.
So the transition is like it transitions from one video to the next. So these robots would actually transition into the mammoths. Yeah, so Felina asked, like, is this recorded? Yes, in the same link, you can just scroll back on the live and watch it from the beginning, or you can, after I end the stream, then you can also watch that. So here's again what Sam says about
Today in most of the world, except most of Europe.
There we go. Hold on. So here is the
Cool.
availability again.
So to wrap it all up, I'm going to come back to the featured feed. And you'll remember Joey was scrolling through these videos earlier. You might have seen at the bottom, storyboard. Now you know what that is. You can kind of uncover each of these generations in the feed and see how they're created. I love the feed because you can just find inspiration and then run your own remix of someone else's video.
In addition to inspiration, I just find it like so compelling to just
Yeah.
watch. Like,
Yeah.
It's amazing what people are doing.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it really is wild. And that's Sora. That's kind of the end-to-end product. We're really excited to see what you create and add more features here and do something amazing, do more amazing things with Sora. But yeah, Sam, you want to tell us about availability?
Yeah, so this is going live today in most of the world, except most of Europe and the UK will be a while. We're going to try our hardest to be able to launch there, but we don't have any timing to share yet, and there are some other countries that we're not able to operate in. If you have an OpenAI Plus subscription, you get 50 generations a month. If you have an OpenAI Pro, you get unlimited generations in our sort of slow queue mode, and 500 normal, faster generations. You can also get fewer generations at the higher resolution. So, and anybody with any account can just enjoy the feed. We're really excited to see what you all will create. We're really excited to see kind of all of the new ways that this sort of new kind of entertainment and tool will be used. you all did incredible work on this. I'm super proud of the team. I love the product. Yeah, any closing thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, Joey and I are just representatives of an amazing team here. I just want to shout out the research.
Okay, guys, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna switch to a picture background where I'm gonna keep the stream going. So just feel free to, I don't know, grab a drink. I'm gonna try to set up a VPN for myself and see if we can try this now. And if the stream disconnects because I set up the VPN, then I'm just gonna start a new stream. So just go check out my, come back to the channel and then you will see the new stream in a second. I really wanna try it. And it seems like now it says Sora is not available in Hungary yet. So I'm gonna try to bypass that. Thanks a lot for, Camel, one of our community members, for his insight on that, VPN being a solution for that. So I'm gonna give that a try. I'm gonna switch to the, hold on, I need to switch to the picture in OBS. And I'm still in the background. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm still here. I'm still reading the chat, and I'll try to set up the VPN as fast as I can for you guys. Maybe I'll turn on some Brain FM in the meanwhile in the back, so you guys don't get super bored. All right, so I see this. Signs of temporary unavailable. I'm gonna turn off Brain FM. So I guess we'll just, you know, keep trying this. Yeah, it's probably like they probably killed the internet with this announcement. Those of you who could already get in, Camel, for example, do you have access to Sora, or do you still, are you also like kicked out? I can't even like access these. Oh my god, let's just look at these videos while the account creation is unavailable. I'll just keep refreshing. Because let's look at this hedgehog. We cannot like make it bigger, but it's pretty crazy. I mean that was cool with the, look at the pencil, like it draws that line. That's really cool. And I mean, this is like the worst that it is right now. It's only gonna get better from here. Oh, this rose opening, it's also really cool. Another hedgehog. And this is like, if you can generate, you know, based on images, then you can just regenerate a lot of your memories. So I think this is the point where taking pictures of just moments in your life are like actually really important, especially if it's like a live photo with your, you know, iPhone. Then there's just so much data that these things can work with. Let's see account creation. But I don't need to create it. I already have a ChatGPT account. Like, why am I not allowed in? Yeah. Screw it. Come on. This galaxy, like spaceships, this is also really cool. Like it generates just like, you know, entire words. It's like anything you can imagine. If you can imagine it and you can describe it, you don't even need to be able to describe it, because if you can imagine and just talk about it, then you can ask ChatGPT to give you like a really good description, and then you can generate the word that you want. Oh, some cute little ships in a cup of coffee. A piano on fire. Wasn't that like in one of like John Legend clips? I don't remember. I think I saw like one of these music videos where they were like they were using a burnt piano. This is also really cool. This one on the left. It's more like you can have a biology explanation, or like a medical explainer videos. They're gonna get crazy from here, because like creating these, it costs a fortune. I looked into it one time when they were like, when I was thinking about like creating a YouTube channel with like explainer videos about medicine, and it costs a fortune to just like generate a video, because you need to have the concept nailed. You need to hire an illustrator who creates everything in vector graphics, and then you need to give that vector graphic file to someone who can do the animation in After Effects. It would be like generating if this was a proper medical examiner video. It's probably not, but it looks like, it like reminds me of that. This would have cost like at least $1,000. This 5-second snippet here. So it's crazy expensive. All right, let's see if we can create an account. Oh, come on. Let's see. Unavailable. Yeah, OpenAI just broke the word. Yeah, it will probably be down for a while. We don't know, but we can still try, right? Go home. It tells me to go home. Come on, man. This is really Passengers vibe. A robot bartender from the movie. Kamal, were you able to create anything exciting? I'm not even gonna bother trying to create an account. Experiencing heavy traffic. Update your servers, guys. Facts says there was a 500 priority queue. What do you mean, like 500 people could get in the beginning and then nobody else? I probably messed it up with having to set up the VPN. Probably missed being one of the first. Yeah, Stilly says if you think about it, they probably expand their servers to handle the load, but even with that, it still ends up not being enough. Yeah, and also they kind of like prepare the servers for like the day-to-day load that they were expecting. So now with the announcement, they got like 10x the load. Obviously, it goes down, and they have to keep people in the door. But then I guess after a while, like after a couple of days, the hype kind of like settles down. Then they'll be able to have it running smoothly, because it doesn't make sense from a business perspective to have the servers running for the big hype moment, because then you just invest all those resources into making sure that you can run 10x the kind of traffic you're expecting, or the amount of compute that you're expecting, and then you can just flush those down the toilet. I guess it's still down. Unavailable to create an account. Camille says the generated videos are shared on the platform. There are some beautiful things. Wow. Oh, so this is, yeah, so we can't even see this is just like templates, right? So we can't even, it's not like we have the actual, yeah, we don't see the exact videos, right? It's just And Kama, were you able to generate a video for yourself? Because if you were, you could just upload it to the PrimeMaster community, and then I can just access it and share it from there. Now, let me go to that. So Kamal, if you can just put it in like questions or AI use cases or questions and discussions, and just upload the videos here, then I can then I can show it to everybody else. If you could do that for me, I would really appreciate it. In the meanwhile, I'll just keep trying. Thank you. I'll just keep bothering their servers with trying to register. Oh, it brings me flashbacks from a computer game that I was playing when I was a kid, where you would have to press like enter on your keyboard because the servers were full, and then sometimes it would let you in. I'm feeling the exact same thing now. With like having two ways, like trying to log in, it says, oh, the server is full. I'm like, oh, god damn it. And sometimes you had to wait for hours to be able to get in the server and to be able to play. That was crazy. I want to see if there are any news on X about Sora accounts. No, let me bring that in here. So I just searched for like Sora account. You know, pretty much the same thing for others. I mean, it would be cool if they allowed the $200 people in. If I already paid for that, I'd love to have some priority in the queue, but I guess that's not how it works. Here's a generation from testing catalog news. A cyberpunk hacker robot working in front of many monitors. That's actually pretty cool. Nice. Okay. I guess that's it. Let's see what else people are saying. Maybe with Sora key search. How did they give to us? Thank you. Oh, this is also part of Sora generation. Nice. Oh, I want to generate some videos about like Mars landings or something like that. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Kamal. I'm gonna check it in a sec. Okay, go home. All right, so this is Kamal's video. Thank you very much. So here we have the UI. You can see featured stuff. This is very similar to what's on the homepage. Very recent, you can see, oh my God. Okay, so you can basically just spend your entire day watching generations of others. Yeah, that's really cool. Even pixel art. Oh, it's some DNA stuff someone tried to generate here. Spaceship. It didn't nail Saturn that much, to be honest. Ooh, some Harry Potter magic. I mean, it seems like that stock video. I'm not saying it's gonna be dead, but it's gonna get a lot cheaper from here. So now I can just be like, hey, that's what I want, and I can just generate something. Nice, thank you very much, Camel, again from the community. Oh, so there is this even like some GPS. And actually, the UI is actually really cool as well. And I guess you can also like create folders for like inspiration. Right, different. Nice, very cool, very cool. Sports, let's see that sports one. Oh. Yeah, movement with like this American footballer guy. Movement is like, it's not appropriate physics here. It's a lot better than the previous models, but it's not there yet. All right, let's try it again. We're not available. Let's see what other people, maybe they're sharing some stuff. Wait, what the hell? MKBHD shows this video. Trovel advortis flogfog ng inek travel advorites. Kara news Lupin. Okay. 41.50 degrees. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of scary that it's like so realistic. Like that's the problem, that you can have these bad quality videos that's entirely AI generated. That's the problem, because you can just be like, oh, there's a missile hitting this thing, and then it's like, oh, now it's war, right? But then it can be a totally fake video. And you could just make it with AI. It's like this says, oh, and just like, you know, there's a war in whatever. And then everybody loses their mind. So this is like that's the problem, right? This is like super realistic, and then you could make it like there's like this big boom. I guess they don't allow, you know, the Sora team to have these kinds of things, but it's only a matter of time. Because the thing is, every kind of AI can be jailbroken if you do the linguistics good enough. So once you can do that, you can just generate whatever you want. Ooh, this is interesting. Yeah, so this is the kind of stuff that I love. I don't even know what this thing is called in English, but it's like it's made out of the fulminant bubbles. So it's like changing the material of something that's otherwise, like, you know, in this case an animal. It just makes it super fun. But this is what it should be used for. Medusa's flying. Right, so it's like you take something that is something people are like used to, something we know, and then just put it in like an extraordinary environment. And so that's the play. Really cool. I'm gonna move myself to the other side. Oh. Don't worry guys, I'm gonna get the hang of this live streaming soon enough. Okay, this horse is running backwards. It's actually pretty funny. Look, running backwards. Oh, so this is a 22nd generation, first one that I'm seeing now. Also, it actually moves the scene quite a lot. But the thing is, it's still probably not something that... The characters remain consistent, so that's really important. Maybe you could like generate like 3 or 4 of these of the same scene and from like different camera angles, and you can just cut them to make it like really exciting. Because like watching this in a movie, like the rule is you need to make a cut at least every 5 seconds. It's like, you know, look at from a different angle, close up, wide shot, something like that. Keeps the, you know, the viewer really interested. But I guess you can do that if you have a lot of content, and you can just be like, you know, cut, cut, cut. This is December 7th. Timeline editor, that's it. Yeah, it needs a little work on the object permanence. Okay, object circle. No, I can't see it. If it's the G gen, I cannot see it. Oh, it's the video. Hold on, it's a new video, or is this? This is a different video. Nice. What's that? I don't speak French. Is it French? Yeah. Is that like a black hole visualization? It's very nice. View story. That's cool. Very nice. Thanks a lot, Camel, for sending in. Let's see if there's any new thing or latest. Oh, here's the building. Let's see. What are credits? Credits are used to generate videos with Sora. The credit cost per generation depends on the quality and duration of each generation as follows. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds. So, okay, time is linear, roughly. No, actually it's not. On lower resolution, it's linear, and then on higher resolutions, more time is disproportionately more. Okay, so we have 1080p costs 8 times as much as 480p. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Okay, 600 credits. And how many credits do we have? Please note that requesting multiple variations at once will be charged at the same rate as running 2 separate generation requests. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If you use recut, remix, blend, or loop to create content that falls outside of 5-second increments, credit will be spent as follows. Excuse me, 480, 4 credits. Okay, so they have this kind of well, you know, well explained billing sheet here. Oh, OpenAI just launched something. Oh, there's this explainer video from OpenAI. Let's see if I can register. And if not, okay, I'll try still. And if not, I'll just go into watch that. We're gonna watch that 2-minute video. Yeah, unavailable. Okay, so let's watch this.
Welcome to Sora. Let's get started by creating our first video. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see the composer. This is where you can write in text to describe exactly what you want to see in your video. I want to see a family of woolly mammoths in an open desert. Before I create this clip, I'll review my settings. I can add a style preset. I can change the aspect ratio, increase the resolution, increase the duration, and even change the number of variations of clips from a single prompt. And finally, hovering over the help icon will tell me exactly how many credits will be used by creating a video at these current settings. And this all looks perfect. You can go ahead and hit create, and you'll see the video pop right into your library and begin generating. When your videos finish, you can hover over any of the variations to watch all of them play back in real time. For more fine-grained control, you can use your mouse to scrub over the videos and watch them play back more slowly. Nice. Clicking on a video will bring it into the lightbox, and you can use the arrow keys to see the different clips in the set. Once you find a generation you love, you can easily build off of it with our editing toolbar. At the bottom of the screen, you'll see a number of different ways to edit this clip. You can always make changes to your prompt or storyboard. You can also recut this clip, trimming or extending any section of the video in a new timeline. Remix lets you use natural language to describe any changes you want to make. Blend lets you transform and influence the contents of a video with that of another one. And Loop lets you create a seamlessly repeating section of a video. And voila! Near the top of the screen, you'll see quick actions like favorite, share to feed, and download. Explore is your destination for inspiration. It's where members of the community can come together to share their work, inspire one another, create with each other's clips, and learn new techniques of working with Sora in the process. If you'd like to learn more, you can go down to video tutorials in your user account menu to see more videos on each of the features that we quickly covered today. Thank you for trying out Sora. We're so happy you're here, and we can't wait to see what you create.
Yeah, me neither, but I'd love to create an account first before I can create anything else. Go home. Oh, jeez. Sora Turbo. Significantly faster version of the model to put in your hands. We're releasing it today as a standalone product to Plus and Pro users. Okay, now I guess it's time that we read the official documentation. So Sora is here. We're moving our video generation model out of research preview. That's great. Earlier this year, we introduced Sora, and we developed a new version of Sora called Sora Turbo. Significantly faster. New interface, I guess, is the same thing that we covered already. Sora availability, part of your Plus account at no additional cost. You can generate up to 50 videos at 480p resolution or fewer videos at 720p. For those who want more Sora, the Pro plan includes 10 times more usage, high resolutions. And is there like, can I like, citation, okay, so can I like top up credits if I'm like even more than 10x? Our approach to deployment, many limitations, often generates unrealistic physics and struggles with complex actions over long durations. Although Sora Turbo is much faster than the February preview, we're still working to make the technology affordable for everyone. We're introducing our video generation technology now to give society time to explore its possibilities and co-develop norms and safeguards that ensure it's used responsibly as the field advances. All Sora generated videos come with C2PA metadata, which will identify a video as coming from Sora to provide transparency and can be used to verify origin. While imperfect, we've added safeguards like visible watermarks by default and built an internal search tool that uses technical attributes of generations to help verify if content came from Sora. Oh, that's interesting. Today, we are blocking particularly damaging forms of abuse, such as child sexual abuse materials and sexual deepfakes. Uploads of people will be limited at launch, but we intend to roll the feature out to more users as we define our deepfake mitigations. Also, the part where I said, like, you can revive your memories, that's not technically possible. Uploads of people with limited. Okay, you can read more about our approach to safety and monitoring the system card, as well as details on our red teaming efforts. We hope this early version of Sora will enable people everywhere. Yeah, PR text. Okay. My question is, can we top up credits for Sora? This is the old preview models. We've seen these videos before. Yeah, this is not the more Sora. They're just like more videos. Wow, that's a spaceship. Alien ship emergence. Oh, dogs. Doggos. Nice. Zoo. Oh, what I wanted to check this thing. Oh, now even the domain is down. I just use it like this. Let's see, maybe it lets me in. No. Oh, nice. Open large doors into library. Okay, you can replace doors with French doors. Turn library into spaceship. Oh my god. Nice. Remove the spaceship at the jungle. The jungle with the lunar view. Yeah. That's crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, so if you just generate a video and then you find like one like a little part that's like, oh my god, this is amazing, and you want the whole thing to be about that, then you can just let it extend both ways. It's really cool. Yeah, storyboard. I froze. My 2 videos. Oh, okay. Oh, so it like morphs from one to another. So you have 2 videos of like snow falling, and then you have these flowers, and then it can just go from one to the next. It's cool. Start presets. Archival. Yeah. This is like, there's like one that's like news, fake news. Then you can just generate the fake news. Because here's the pricing. Oh, okay. So if you're on a pro plan, you can download without watermark. Oh, Kamel says it's uncensored. In one video, you can see the McDonald's logo with the clown. Check circle. I'm checking circle. Let's go. Yeah, so they, oh, there's the clown. Yeah, so they probably used a lot of like not publicly free. I don't know if it's like, you know, available publicly. I guess you can make a video about it. Yeah. Yeah, it's really difficult to like protect the IP at this point, because it's just, you cannot get rid of the videos. Like if you're like Disney and you want to get rid of all of the videos of Star Wars, you can't do that because it's just so much fan footage and fan illustration and art that is within the, you know, limitations of creative licenses. Yeah, thanks Kyle. Let's try again. I'm gonna keep trying. Maybe I'll just go make myself a sandwich because I'm starving, but I'm just gonna keep trying, and I'm just gonna keep streaming here. And we're gonna try this today. And it's so good to have 9 of you here watching this with me. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's see. Unlimited relaxed videos. Unlimited relaxed videos. Well, I guess they kind of need to like define what this is. Learn more. Let's ChatGPT. Okay. Oh. So if it's unlimited relaxed videos, then Pro is like this makes the $200 a month a lot easier to justify for a lot of people. But then here's something that I don't really like. It's like, why are they putting it into one subscription instead of separating it? So maybe you could have a $100 a month plan for ChatGPT and then $100 plan for Sora. I think Sora is really the one that could be based on credits instead of a monthly subscription. So that's just something that I don't like about these AI companies, and not just AI, but like a lot of software where you're using like there's a clearly measurable usage that you're using, and you're still paying a monthly subscription fee instead of the clear usage. So I guess it's just a lot easier to monitor and measure, and you know, for financial perspectives, it's like some people spend a lot or like use a lot of compute, and then it just gets compensated by those who barely use it. But I think for Sora, it would be really like a lot better if I could just like, you know, top up 500 credits for like, it would be then 100 credits would be $2. So then you could upload 500 credits for like $10, and then I can generate a bunch of videos, even on like this plan. So I don't need to buy 200 per month. All right, I'm gonna try this one more time. And if it doesn't work, I'm gonna switch to the pause screen. I'm just gonna keep Sora, like this website, running. I'm gonna quickly make myself some sandwiches. Okay. So I am just gonna leave this here. I'm gonna hide my face, mute my microphone and my desktop. And I'm gonna be back in like 5 minutes, and we'll keep testing it. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back. It seems like it's still unavailable. So I decided to just finish my dinner and not eat on stream. Not sure how other creators do it. Is it cool to eat on stream? Like a sandwich? Probably not, right? Yeah, still unavailable. Okay, let's check Twitter, or X, excuse me. What's going on X? Oh, there's a TechCrunch article says OpenAI is only letting some Sora users create videos of real people. There is nothing really. Not really happening. Let's try. Still unavailable. All right, so I'm gonna end this stream then. It seems like we just ran out of luck. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do maybe tomorrow. I don't know what kind of announcement they make. Or maybe tomorrow we can play around with it and we'll see how things go. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to create an account. So I don't wanna, keep your hopes up. It might we could be sitting here for a half a day. It's already almost 9 p.m. here, so I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks a lot, all of you, for coming. Let me just switch to this. So thanks a lot, all of you, for coming, and it's great that the previous video that I made about ChatGPT Pro plan has actually gained a lot of traction, and there are so many new subscribers here on this channel. So if you are watching this after finding me through that video, thank you very much for subscribing. If you're here from the community, then again, thank you very much for your support. I'm gonna keep streaming every single day for each OpenAI stream. So if you are, if you want to stick around or if you want to join, just feel free to come to the streams. I'm gonna schedule the lives for each of the days in a couple hours, so you can just put it in your calendar and you will know exactly when it is. But it's always at 10 a.m. Pacific time for Americans. It's in my time. It's 7 p.m. So I'll see you tomorrow at 7 my time, 10 a.m. Pacific, and we'll see what OpenAI has to offer. It's been 3 really great days of announcements. So I'm really excited to see what the other 9 days will bring. And I will see you guys tomorrow. So thanks a lot for coming. Bye-bye. Oh, let me try one more time. When it's like at the end of a concert, you're just like clapping, come back. Let's see. guess not. Oh, good question from Cosmic Cells. Thanks, Dave. What do you think is still coming? Okay, so what I think is they might announce some kind of new updated GPT model. So maybe not GPT-5, but maybe GPT 4.5. There were some people seeing on the ChatGPT Teams plan that for a limited time, it said like you get access to an early version of GPT 4.5. So maybe that. I'm thinking that OpenAI will also talk a little bit about agents, on how they will integrate that into ChatGPT, how ChatGPT will be able to take actions on your behalf. So I'm thinking they will talk a little bit about that as well. Probably advertising on ChatGPT. There have been hints about that as well. And I think a couple API related improvements, function calling maybe, but these are the things I can think of. I'm thinking maybe for ChatGPT there could be like a broad knowledge base feature where you can just upload your files and then all of your ChatGPT chats will be able to retrieve knowledge from that, not just custom GPTs. So maybe that's something we could also see. But these are my guesses and bets. Or maybe they release AGI, probably not, but that would be a banger. We're still very far from that. But these are my thoughts that sound a little bit more realistic. All right, so thanks a lot everybody for coming, and I will see you tomorrow same time, so 10 a.m. Pacific. We'll see what else OpenAI has to announce, and if it's something that we cannot try, because for example the last time we had this fine-tuning for O1, it's not really something that we could try, and it's not even available yet. So then we're just gonna play around with Sora or even O1 Pro mode. So that's the plan. So I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.